At 73, John Deacon, the famously private and soft-spoken bassist of Queen, has finally broken his decades-long silence to confirm the hidden truth that fans have speculated about ever since he walked away from the music industry in the late 90s. And his revelation has sent a wave of emotion through the Queen community worldwide. Known for crafting some of the band's most enduring hits, including Another One Bites the Dust, You're My Best Friend, and I Want to Break Free, Deacon was always the quiet genius in a band of larger-than-life personalities, preferring to stay out of the spotlight while Freddie Mercury, Brian May, and Roger Taylor commanded the stage. After Mercury's death in 1991, John seemed to retreat even further from public life, appearing only for a handful of special events before disappearing entirely, refusing interviews, declining to join tribute tours, and shunning the attention that had once surrounded him. For years, fans and journalists debated the reasons behind his sudden exit, with theories ranging from grief to disillusionment. But now, in a rare and candid statement, Deacon has admitted that the decision was both final and deeply personal. He revealed that Freddie's passing was the breaking point, not just the loss of a bandmate, but the loss of a friend who had been the soul and heartbeat of Queen, and that continuing the band without him felt impossible, almost like pretending that something irreplaceable hadn't been lost. He acknowledged that while he respected May and Taylor's decision to carry on performing, he could not bring himself to stand on stage without Mercury's presence, believing it would never be the same. Deacon also confessed that the relentless pace of fame, the constant pressure, and the unending cycle of touring and recording had left him mentally and emotionally drained, and stepping away was the only way he could preserve his peace. In the years since, he has lived quietly in London, avoiding the public eye entirely, and while he still writes and plays music privately, he has no intention of returning to the spotlight. He spoke about how walking away allowed him to focus on his family and live life on his own terms, free from the chaos and demands of the industry. The hidden truth, he explained, is that happiness for him was never about more fame, more money, or more accolades. It was about reclaiming his privacy, his sanity, and his sense of self. Fans have reacted with a mix of sadness and understanding, praising him for his honesty and integrity, and for staying true to himself, even when it meant leaving behind one of the greatest bands in history. At 73, John Deacon remains one of rock's most enigmatic figures, a man whose bass lines helped shape a musical legacy that will never fade, and whose decision to walk away now feels less like a mystery and more like an act of self-preservation and respect both for himself and for the friend whose absence changed everything.